Okay. Hi, Bigaron. I already got your sword. Your sword is amazing. So now, it's time to go to... Yep, now it's time to go to Lake Hylia.
Everyone's very favorite temple ever.
Yep. Well, not Lake Hylia. I have to go to Zora's Domain first.
Seriously, this level is this next one's designed for suffering, I swear.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate circumstance when it comes to the dungeon and Legend of Zelda and water temples.
I don't know if it's on purpose, but it's definitely doing its part to for the stereotype of water levels in video games being rough.
Yeah. But the problem is, though, is that it also causes the stereotype of even though water levels suck, the music is awesome.
That's true.
Here we are at Kakariko Village. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, I got the Lens of Truth already.
Oh, so you did the whole well thing?
Yeah. I did a lot of stuff as Kid Link, and I did the bottom of the well, and I did the and then I did Fire Temple.
Okay. Now you have the Lens of Truth, you can totally cheat at the treasure chest game if you want.
Oh, I already did that. Yeah, like I said, like when you have the ability to see through walls and to hear the thoughts of beings, what's the first thing you do? Cheat at gambling.
Yeah, that tracks. Well, the one thing I'd really want to know about some people is whether they're actually telling the truth about some things or not. I think that would interest me. I could read beings. Like, do you really believe the thing you're saying?
Because there are unfortunate circumstances where I believe that you believe that believing is the only thing that it takes to make something real.
I mean, were that it's so, but yeah, not exactly.
Okay. And now for realsies, it's time to head to the ice cavern.
If you could have one magic item from Zelda to just mess around with at leisure, in reality, what would it be?
One magic item, huh?
Yeah.
I'm back.
You know what I want it to be, actually? The vacuum jar from Minish Cap.
Oh, that's an interesting choice.
Then I'd never have to worry about vacuuming the floor again.
Fair enough.
Kit, you missed the whole conversation about Macross earlier.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I wonder what I also apparently missed Volvagia's whole manga. Totally different. Makes that fight have a totally different vibe.
Yep. Now it's time to go save the Zoras.
Ginger ale.
Ooh, I love ginger ale.
That's good shit. Yeah, earlier I was talking about how the protagonist of Macross keeps being insubordinate and getting away with it.
Yeah, it's the common thing in every military, naturally.
Yeah. Though honestly, it's probably because his superior officer has the hots for him, and a high-ranking officer is his mentor. So.
Oh, okay. It does complicate it a little.
The show never explicitly says that's why, but that's definitely implied.
So I think I'd be really bad at anything remotely to the military. I think after a while, I think there would eventually be an encounter that would end with, "Please eat my entire ass with ranch dressing, sir."
By the way, I do have a question.
That would end well for me.
Have you all ever watched? Have you read the new chapter of, well, not the new chapter, but the redo of, or the redux of
Redo.
redo?
That's pronounced redo, not redux.
Nah.
I don't know why people keep pronouncing it redux. Anybody who pronounces it redux is dumb.
Just because it sounds cooler. That's
But
maybe.
anyway,
I don't know.
The redo of the first part of Pit Fighters.
But yeah, I did read it. Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did.
Miller was being a brat about it earlier.
Yeah, I remember that conversation.
It was making me mad, honestly.
I think everybody means well with that sort of thing, but it doesn't always. Intentions matter, but so do how it makes people feel. But I think that's the thing. I think it's not like anything. Nothing malicious. Just had it
A lack of tact.
a take. But yeah, what I'm liking the expanded. Like it's largely the same, but I'm liking the a slightly more, like it's making the location feel a little more fleshed out, which I appreciate actually.
Yeah.
By the way, I did give the trigger warning regarding the stuff in the Fire Temple.
That's probably for the best. Ooh, ice roots.
Freaking ice keys. I hate them.
Or keys, yeah. What did I say? Keys.
By the way, who would like to have ice Reese's peanut butter cups?
I've actually done that before. I've actually had them. My sister's a big fan of doing that to Junior Mints, and we've also done that with Reese's once or twice.
Reese's. Now I want Reese's.
You know what's really good is
It's split fire. It doesn't seem natural.
Oh yeah, those.
Maybe you can use it for something.
I need to get one of those Reese's cups with the potato chips in them. I saw them at the store.
I think they're really good.
I work at. I need to pick them up and try them.
They're kind of salty, but really good.
Yeah, I would imagine that they're salty.
Just a tad.
By the way, anyone wants some milk? More milk.
I had pizza for dinner. It was very good. Kind of want more of it now. Actually, I have some Reese's in my candy stash. I might go grab some.
I like the way you pronounce them.
But
You say Reese's.
yeah.
Well,
I know
it's cute.
it's not actually how I pronounce it. For some reason, my brain always wants to do that.
No, it's okay. I like it. like I said, it's not. I'm on to judge the
Yeah,
Utah
I don't know
accent.
why my brain just defaults to that. I don't know why it does.
Utah accent is pronouncing everything wrong by default, so I'm the last one to judge.
You know how I always am with pronouncing things.
Okay, then let me go ahead and ask: is it Chimera or Chimera?
Chimera.
I have heard some very weird butchering of particularly Greek stuff in I took a mythology class in high school, and our teacher just could not for the life of them pronounce anything Greco-Roman.
Wow.
I didn't know what on earth we were talking about because she kept talking about Archiles.
Archiles?
What?
Yes.
What?
I'm like, and then finally they mentioned the river Styx. I'm like, oh, Achilles. Jeez, okay.
Were they just stupid or something?
I don't know. That was a frustrating class.
Who would love? Yes, we must teach you all. Yes, we must teach you all about the Achilles tendon.
It was very weird.
That'd be the wackiest health class ever. The Achilles tendon.
I have noticed that about Americans in general. Americans in general just suck at pronouncing words, any words.
I'm not exempt from that. I mess stuff up sometimes.
Literally every time I will hear somebody pronounce like a really simple word wrong, and I'm like, how? How did you? What is wrong with you?
The problem is sometimes it's habit, and so even when you learn better, you occasionally just do it wrong because you've been doing it wrong for years.
Mm.
Like, I remember when I was a kid, I would call Diabolos freaking Diabolos.
Oh, yeah.
As a kid, I would pronounce stamina as stamina because I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Because literally, the very first time I had ever seen the word was in Pokemon. And I had no idea.
Well, and I thought Kitsune was Kitsune. I didn't know there was an accent at the end.
Yeah, you did.
And I keep doing that. And so I keep reverting to that one occasionally, even without, like, meaning to. Because that's literally, like, most of my life how I thought it was pronounced.
Then
I can't believe you actually thought that was how it's pronounced. That's very funny.
Yeah, you want to know?
I did for quite a while. And
you want to know what's also funny? In elementary school, I made a research book about elephants, but because I was a idiot elementary school student, I named the book all about elephants.
Oh.
I think I still have that book somewhere.
That's funny. Oh, it's okay. As I like to say, it's not. Kids are really stupid, but it's not their fault. They don't come fully assembled. No, actually, what's funny is I think that teacher that did mythology also did art, and I think it kind of made her afraid of me.
Yeah.
Because I was usually pretty easygoing, and in one class I was just super anxious, and I was snacking on something to try and like assuage my nerves, and she started like taking me to task for it, like interrupting or whatever, despite other kids doing crazy crap all the time that she never even mentioned. And I lost it, I'll admit. I'm like, I come in here every day and I am doing, I'm doing everything as best I can, and well, no matter what's going on, and as soon as I have something to eat, you're gonna get on my case for that? You know what? This is crap. Do you ever get hungry? Do you ever get anxious when you're hungry? Do you think you should? Do you want me to sit here and be anxious? Is that the best way you think it is for me to learn? Like I just did a whole thing, and I felt really bad after. But like afterwards, she just never ever like. I don't know. It was just weird. She always.
Wow.
She seemed uncomfortable around me, just because she had some random 15-year-old dress her down.
Oh.
I felt really bad afterwards, but I was just so I was hangry. I was very hangry.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up about it, because I work with teachers, and there are just some circumstances where just teachers are wrong.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it just
Although,
because the other thing is most of the
at-
teachers in that place. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I got in trouble a lot in school for proving teachers were wrong or correcting teachers.
Yeah, they don't like that, do they?
No, they do not.
It's
Because
you know, it's
because it's insubordination.
what I think is funny is when Grizz was a kid, if he would correct me on something, I was always kind of like I was always kind of glad. I always kind of used that as an opportunity for us to like, we're learning stuff.
Mm.
I don't know. Seems like if you're in education, that would be a good thing, but whatever.
But no, if you tell your teacher the comic strip is called Peanuts, apparently that gets you put in a room writing an apology letter.
I'm sorry.
Ooh,
What?
Jeez, that
It
is
happened to me legit one time in middle school. I
wow.
corrected a teacher telling him the comic strip was actually called Peanuts, and then he made me write an apology letter.
What did he think the comic was called?
I thought it was called Snoopy.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you had to apologize for just saying that's literally what it's not what it's called.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is dumb.
Yeah. Oh, see, I would have. The problem is the kind of kid I was. That would not have ended well because that letter would not have been an apology. That letter would have been I was correct and I stand by it and I need to be apologized to. I was a difficult child. I will own up to that with when it came to like authority if I felt it was unjustly asserted.
Mm. No, I got in trouble in school a lot for correcting teachers.
Oh, Wolfos.
It's me.
But the thing is that I just the thing is when you're I don't know when you're
I'm really sorry I have to do this.
Yeah, poor guy.
Make your peace.
What you were saying?
Well, the problem is when you get kids that are really like clever for their age anyway, you're gonna run into problems if you can't explain yourself. Like if you can't explain why, especially if they're autistic. Like, good lord, especially if you try to tell an autistic kid to do something and you can't tell them why, that is asking for trouble.
Yeah. You do have to give, and that's one of the things that we've been teaching the teachers at our school lately is combination of like have good reasons and positive reinforcement.
Makes sense.
Positive reinforcement for good behavior, and have it be like a 1 to 9 difference between positive and negative.
Makes sense.
You got the iron boots. So heavy you can't run. So heavy you can't float.
And yet, they're only heavy when they're on your feet. They don't affect you when they're in your backpack or whatever.
Sadly, at the schools I went to, correcting teachers counted as being insubordinate. So, yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was even worse when I was in school. Or even worse, like because I'm gonna say, like, did you all ever have to just write repeated sentences?
That was never a punishment they used where I went. That wasn't the thing I ended up doing.
They did it for me.
I did have to do essays sometimes.
Okay. Kit, would you be willing to voice Sheik? Unfortunately, I just started eating.
Oh, sure. We meet again, Silo. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception. The Zoras are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the water temple. Poor Zora princess. This ice is created by an evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of the curse. Unless you shut off the source, ice will never melt. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes. People move. Like a river's flow that never ends. A childish mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water's surface reflects growth. Now listen, the serenade of water. Reflect upon yourself. That's really pretty.
Orcarina of Time. I just noticed that.
You have learned the serenade of water.
Silo, I'll see you again. Deconut! Pocket sand.
I've been nutted again.
That Sheik always nutting and running. You know what's sad is there's really cool art of this game that was in Nintendo Power and on one of the strategy guides of Sheik and Link back to back with like monsters all around them, and nothing like that remotely happens in the game.
I know. Yeah, but
Kind of
there is
bums me
a
out.
yeah, but there is a whole storyline thing where they did have. Forgive me, I'm blanking. In the manga, they did ultimately choose to show like how Sheik was actually the way that Sheik was able to survive was that that Sheik was survived as being a member of Ganondorf's crew.
Yeah, I'd imagine that changed the dynamics quite a bit.
Yeah. And Sheik actually had multiple interactions with Sunrova. Where...
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where they were, like, questioning Sheik. Because Sheik ran into Link so many times.
Oh, so they were suspicious.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Howuna brown cow. I'm sorry, but anytime there's songs, there's always there. I need to find a way to put Howuna brown cow into it.
So, I definitely want to check out the manga at some point because I did. The only Zelda manga I ever read was Twilight Princess.
Oh, how far did you get in it?
Pretty far, if I recall. I don't remember exactly where, but I mean I remembered as far as because I mean I wanted to get them legit, but they kept being sold out, and so I ended up reading a bunch of them online.
Oh yeah. By the way, I'm sorry about that because I've been buying them as soon as they became available.
Well, it seemed like they were rarely available much. Like I ended up finally getting the first one at least in hard copy.
Oh yeah. So how'd you enjoy Link's first fight with the freaking with the big guy?
Oh, who's drawn in a totally not unnerving way. Yes.
And not only
Oh,
unnerving, but also what happened to Link after that.
yeah, it's a little rougher than in the game.
Yeah.
Just a tad. But I really like how they did Midna. Um, they definitely focused on her, like very much embodying the mischief and spite kind of.
Now I'm trying to think if I can. Now I'm trying to think if I can beat the Water Temple in 30 minutes.
You would do better than my average run to do so. Although you can probably make the midpoint at least, I'd imagine, with Shadow Link. Be right back. I gotta run to the restroom.
Mhm.
Yeah, the water controls are so much better if you're for Zora Link than here in Orcarina of Time.
Mm.
This should be map or compass. I got the best part. I got one of the best parts of a computer. so I just need to go all the way down. Need bomb. Oh, look who's here. Oh, you! If I'm right. Cello? You're Cello, aren't you? It's me, your fiancé, Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. I never forgot the vows we made to each other 7 years ago. You're a terrible man to have kept me waiting for these 7 long years. But now is not the time to talk about love. I'm sure you've already seen it. Zora's domain, totally frozen. A young man named Sheik came to save me from under the ice. Yes. Yep. But my father and the other Zoras have not yet... I want to save them all. I want to save Zora's domain. You have to help me. This is a request from me, the woman who is going to be your wife. Yeah, I will be happily to accept any request from a naked fish lady. I'm sorry, the design for the N64 makes her look totally butt naked.
I like
Whoa,
that.
she grew up to be hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, of course in the 3DS version it changed it so that her scales make it look more like she's wearing a dress. But in the N64 version, she looks butt naked.
Why did they change it? It's better this way.
Zelo, you have to help me destroy the evil monster in the temple, okay? Inside the water temple, there are 3 places where you can change the water level. I'll lead the way. Follow me quickly.
Yeah, low poly sure gives you some impressions. Although it's very justifiable. Of all the fantasy creatures that should probably not need to be encumbered with excess clothing, it's underwater critters.
Hmm.
I think I like. It's hard to know which Zora design I like because I really like the one like the Breath of the Wild versions, but I also kind of like this version. I don't know. Here's the thing that bugs me though. She doesn't warn you that the monster's goo. If you're gonna be fighting goo, you should be fully informed that you're gonna be fighting goo.
This should be the map, since I already got the compass earlier.
I think the coolest redesign though for Breath of the Wild definitely are the Rito.
Anthro bird people good.
Mm-hmm. But
You know what was so
But in oh, there it is. But there are anthro bird people in Orcarina of Time's manga.
Oh really?
Yep. There's a side story in the Adult Link in Volume 2 about... They didn't call them the Ruto then, they called them the Watra.
Huh.
And they... Yeah, they were called the Watra. And basically the storyline is about how this young Watra was trying to learn how to be able to fly.
Oh, so it's kind of like, sort of like Medley in Wind Waker.
Mm-hmm. Actually, probably that's pretty much the closest is pretty much, yeah. And that is pretty much and that is pretty much the closest indication of how things go when it comes to the Zora's connection to becoming bird people. Because the idea is that the Ruto were descended from the Zoras.
Oh, so there was a direct connection. I thought you meant like that their people were like, I thought you meant their relationship, not like direct relationship. I thought you meant like interaction.
A lot of people took it to be like how Ruto, like how the bird people became the next sages of the temple, next sages of the water temple, or the next sages of the temple in Wind Waker. And the previous sage was Zora. So they thought that was like a direct bloodline connection or a direct evolutionary connection, even though evolutionarily it wouldn't make any sense. Because in a world filled with water, you would think the Zoras would survive the best at it.
Yeah.
You would think, yeah.
But in actuality, I doubt that it has anything to do with. I doubt that it really has anything to do with. I doubt that it really has anything to do with that. With it's just who the sages choose.
So, Zelda is oddly, I've noticed, one of the heaviest fan theorized franchises in Nintendo. Probably because the timelines are so disjointed and complex.
Yeah, to the point. Yeah, they attempted to try and rectify that with the timeline thing, but it really didn't work. Because the time.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people like the idea of Link losing. Because because in Orcarina of Time there is a timeline where Link fails, and and that leads into the original Orcarina. That leads into the Orcarina of Time and Link's Awakening, or not Link's Awakening, and no, why did I say Orcarina of Time? The original Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
Yeah, I remember the Divergent timelines thing being received pretty poorly. Although what's weird is the other franchise that gets a lot of theorizing actually has very little lore to it, and so maybe that's just a thing people are going to do when they're interested. Because Kirby, believe it or not, has tons of theorizing. Of all of Nintendo's properties, it's one I wouldn't have expected.
Okay, you know what we need to do? We should finish Macross Plus.
Oh yeah, we should. We only have 2 to go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's also the movie version.
Yeah.
And then I also really badly want to show you.
Show me. Oh, you just want to show me? I'm important, aren't I? Yay!
show you. Do you remember love?
Yeah, okay.
Mm,
I'm interested.
mm. Do you remember love is a good movie? Those last two gifts I sent you in DMs. Those are both from that movie. Also, Kit, I am echoing through you.
Are you seriously? Why can't I get this stupid thing to stay?
Uh,
Let's see. Didn't reset my settings. 32. Noise suppression. I don't get it.
no either.
It just happens when I use my laptop, I guess. I mean, that's why I try to use my headset more often, but... Just kind of wanted to chill. I'm actually kind of tired in a good way for tonight. Like, it actually did me a lot of good playing a bunch of games with my family and having us actually more of a sense of everybody in it together, you know? It was nice.
Sounds like it was.
I mean, we didn't have as cool a time. I mean, we didn't go shooting giant oysters with grappling hooks, so room for improvement, but it was still pretty good. No, it's funny though. There's like, we were playing board games, and they're like, "What do you guys want to play?" And I said Monopoly, and everyone in the room at the same time goes, "No!"
No!
Yeah. Monopoly takes for fucking ever.
I said it more as a meme, but the reaction was worth it.
Yeah, you wanna know what's really funny? Ever since the Root Crew played the Back to the Future game, I've had this. I had the freaking "Stop Asking Me Questions" song stuck in my head. Where it's the guy who played Biff singing the song about all the people that ask him questions about Back to the Future.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Like you always ask, like is that because like one of the questions, all the questions like, what's Michael J. Fox like? He's nice. What's Christopher Lloyd like? Kind of quiet. Stuff like that, saying like. Yeah, the first version that he said that was different because it was only based on the first movie. So the first verse was always like, "What's Michael J. Fox like? He's nice. What's Michael J. Fox like? He's okay. What's Michael J. Fox like? He's an alien. Stop asking me these questions."
Sure.
Yeah, but I think he sung it like every single time at conventions.
No, that sounds fun.
Now I can bomb this.
I really like. I actually really like the original movie. Like, one of my. So like my sister was really adamant when I was a kid because I was born in '87, so I wasn't really around for a lot of the '80s. I'd argue I was around for the best part of the '80s, but that's a whole other thing. But my sister was really adamant that I enjoy a lot of the '80s movies and music that she did.
Have you guys seen Rick's new stream Avatar?
Oh.
She wasn't on there?
No.
I'm gonna throw it in voice text.
Whoa. Oh, I didn't know he added her. That's amazing.
He did.
Added who?
Does she have a name yet? Or do we just call her Machine Gun Yoshi?
Oh, it is Them Yoshi. Okay.
I have no idea.
I'm about to say I I saw her on the. I saw the art that he made of her. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I didn't know it was going to be a new VTuber model of his.
Just curse Twitch and their fickleness for rules about appearances going so wrong so quickly.
Mm-hmm. Because they were fucking stupid about it.
They were very stupid about it, and a lot of art streamers were really happy for like 0.5 seconds.
Yep.
I also think it's interesting in their retraction statement that they're like, we realize that that our standards regarding female presenting breasts are kind of Americentric, but that's how it is. Chief. Like, I guess they're owning up to it at least.
Movies be free.
I was like, by the way, there is some like stuff to learn when it comes to listening to that particular song. Like, I'm trying to remember, like, what does the grip do? The light. The key grip. Okay. What does the key grip do? The light. What does the best boy do? Help the key grip. What does the producer do? I don't know. Stop asking me these questions.
Yeah, I remember when I was in college, I did a semester where I did a little bit of film crew stuff, and it is definitely more involved than I thought. Like, operating a boom mic is a whole thing.
I'm sorry, but anytime I hear boom mic, I can't help but think of like the movie Dolomite, because the boom mic is almost in every shot of that movie.
Oh, is it? They're really heavy. I'm surprised they don't donk actors with them more. What's cool though is I got to see them use some equipment that like I didn't even know existed. Like there was this really cool, like really high-tech like harness belt thing where they could put a camera, like a really big camera, on like it was on one guy where it was man portable. Then he could just like walk and it would like it had like little gyros so it would always stay perfectly level.
Wow.
It was funky stuff. There's a lot of tech that goes into filmmaking that a lot of people don't even realize.
Yeah,
for sure.
By the way, you want to know what's a really funny thing about movie magic?
What's that?
Do you remember all those car scenes that take place in like different shows and movies, where you have you have like two dudes sitting in the front seat of a car, and what you would see is, and then you would see like you would have like they would mix it look like they're driving, and you have like lights going up, like it would make it look like street lights going over them. What those lights actually are just two grips just running back and forth with light bulbs over the set. Just running through pulleys to make it look like that it's all street lights instead of it actually being street lights.
Yeah, I have seen that's some cool stuff like that. And what's interesting is that even now with CGI being what it is, a lot of people just really prefer that sort of thing because of the sense of tangibility that it gives not only the audience but the actors.
Yeah. By the way, there is one particular phrase that I really like, that I really remember from Spoonie when he was reviewing. I think it was like one of the Twilight movies. It was a phrase that I believe he said, "You don't notice it, but your brain does." Like, for example, imagine, like, you're watching a movie, right?
Mhm.
And you see these characters all, and it's supposed to take place in, like, this incredibly cold area. But, guess what? When they're talking, you notice that something is missing.
Oh, that the chill, you don't see the mist when they're speaking.
Yep. And you want to know what movie actually makes that mistake?
What's that?
The Shining.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't recall.
Yeah, if you rewatch The Shining and you see the scene where they're being chased in the maze by Jack Nicholson, you notice that you don't see their breath, even though it's supposed to be freezing cold. I'm sorry if I ruined that entire sequence for you.
See, it's funny that you didn't notice it, but your brain did. I thought that was like a Red Letter Media. I thought they coined that, so that's interesting that
That's
not
where
where that
I'm pretty
originated.
sure he probably got it from Red Letter Media, but because it was occurring at about the same time.
It's really apt though, like, because there are things you don't notice consciously, but they do affect your perception of it.
Yep,
Like, realism is a really hard thing to pull off in film, even with practical stuff. When there are the little details like that, and lighting can do tons of that. Like, what ruins a lot of CGI for a lot of people is that the lighting will be inconsistent enough, so you just don't even have like a sense of depth or like consistency to an environment.
Or even worse, the lighting of the CG characters doesn't match the lighting of the scene.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even look like it's part of the same existence. And worst case scenario, you run into a situation where it's just straight up. Man, I wish I had the freaking long shot. Where it just ends up being Uncanny Valley, like Tron Legacy.
Oh yeah. Hey, and the Uncanny Valley is absolutely really hard to overcome, even for just even for the best animators in the whole world, because it just takes the slightest detail off to trigger that innate response, and it's not a thing people can control. It's just a thing we experience when we look at something.
Yeah.
Like, that's one reason why I remember in some conversation about one of Rick's conversations about anadroids. Oh, hey, Roshan. In one of those conversations, I mentioned that I actually find the idea of robotic anthros to be far more realistic than like robotic humans, because humans are just profoundly uncomfortable around the uncanny valley effect of every mechanical human we've ever tried to make.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So having cartoons, basically, like living cartoons that we would interact with as machines, would be considerably more practical, I would think.
Yeah.
I agree with you there, and plus they'd be a lot more marketable, so that they would also have that capitalism effect.
So how's it going, Roshan? Oh, that good, huh?
I'm just not home right now. I'm still I'm still,
so just
still at my thing. So I'm on my way home right now, so I just decided to get in trouble while you guys were here.
okay. I haven't been here too terribly long myself. I ended up playing. I ended up staying at my family's when we were doing things with my family, doing dinner, and ended up playing board games and stuff. And it was kind of a morale boost I needed.
That's good.
By the way, what board games did you all play anyway?
We ended up playing. Well, two of them actually. We ended up playing Scene SCENE, which is like a movie
Oh yeah, I
trivia
heard
game.
about that. I heard about that. Yeah.
And then we played what's the other one? Why is it not? Why is my brain not? The thing where you write the words. Categories.
Categories.
I see.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to know a game, you want to know a game that there's also. Oh, excuse me a second. Sorry, I just sneezed an arrow. Ow! Seriously?
Oh.
Frickin' Tektite was up there. I keep falling for them every single time. No matter what run I do, it always happens.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
sneaky.
are you oh, you're at that dungeon. Oh boy.
Yes, the best dungeon in the game that is universally beloved by absolutely everyone.
Yeah. Sorry if you can hear people talking in the background.
No, it's not bad. Just sounds kind of like a distant whoosh.
I can't do a brief message, Kit, if you
Okay.
just the usual thing.
Mhm.
The usual thing I pester you about.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I was able to get. I was finally able to get the thing from Photail.
From what?
Oh, wait a minute. There's something I can show. Never mind. The guy who does the artwork for Arcadius.
Oh. So yeah, that's been a thing you've been wanting for a while now, huh?
Yep. There's
I have another exam tomorrow, which is going to be fun.
Oh yeah, those are always the light, aren't they?
I don't think it'll be too hard. Definitely not as hard as last exam.
I had really bad test anxiety in school.
So did I.
What was nice was that the college, they were pretty sensitive to people that had those sorts of things, and so if you needed it, they would let, for certain subjects, they'd let you test in a sort of a slightly quiet, more isolated space.
Awesome.
That was very nice of them. Yeah.
My car's gonna get here in 2 minutes, so I'll have to meet up for a bit then. It's not a long drive. I would walk out late at night in the neighborhood I am in.
I understand. You do what you gotta do.
I'm getting loopy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, I did discover one thing. Yeah,
So-
it turns out that today's not going to be the only day that they're going to be turning off the water.
Oh no.
That's fun.
Next Thursday as well.
Jeez, are they doing your whole building or something?
Yes, they are.
Ugh.
They're repairing the water heaters.
Ah.
Okay, I'm still listening, but I'm gonna be muted for a bit.
Okay.
That's fine. You do what you got to do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Doing those for apartments can be tricky.
I think it might be time. Yep, it is.
Uh-huh. Now I'm curious if you're going to do better at this than I am, because I always think I've got it figured out and can do pretty well, and then it kicks my ass periodically anyway.
The difference between this one and
Oh yeah, you're way better at this than I am. Then again, I don't think I usually have the big Goron sword.
duel of the fates.
Well, damn, son.
Yeah, guess
Makes
what?
all my oh.
Guess what? My weapon's bigger.
Oh man, that makes all the flippity-doo shit that I do to win look really stupid now.
Yeah, just have a bigger tool.
Can't be that simple. I thought it was like I was always told the deep wisdom that it's not how deep you fish, it's how you wiggle your worm.
Speaking of a bigger tool, it got the long shot. Here we are. Cello, be careful! Don't get swallowed by the vortexes! Oh, you think?
Kind of like the sometimes her advice is helpful, and other times it's very much along the lines of the Mega Man, Mega Man.
Meow. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow.
Meow mix, please deliver.
For Alamigo!
I love that, especially with the echo. Where it's like, it went, amigo, amigo.
That is a good soundbite. Oh, I keep meaning to add. Got one for my soundboard as well that I keep forgetting to add. I've got a couple that I pulled. Right? Yeah, well, you'll like one of them. It's you and Aiden was talking about throwing his cat. You going, no!
Sloppy.
Oh, come on! Would you? I think you'd be disappointed in me if I went a day and didn't forget something that I was intending to do. Be honest.
There's something I need to check. See if is there anything over there?
Sloppy.
By the way, I do remember a couple of the ones that I have in there. Which is, assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. I have the long shot now.
You might make that jump, but it's a long shot. Hey ho! I've always wanted like compact grappling hooks that would work that way. I always thought that would be really cool if that actually worked.
Yeah.
Then again, something with that much force could probably yank your, dislocate your shoulder with when it went off, but still would be neat.
Yeah, I need the... Time to dive back down into the depths. Because now I have to drop the water all the way down so that I can make it to at least the second level.
Sorry, I gotta run the restroom again real quick.
Oh,
Zippity zip,
okay.
zip, zip.
Hope you're okay.
Zip zop, zippity zop.
Nope, it's kind of mild. Not
Okay.
like very, very mild end of things, just all good.
Can't reach up there, but I don't need to. First of all, let's finally get this gold skulltula here. And go up here to see what's up here. Nothing. But at least I activated the second floor. Start with this. Another thing that I prepped a long time ago. Another small kitty.
Small kitty.
I wish it was small. I'm about to say, wouldn't that be funny if that was a game where you use small kitties to unlock doors?
I don't know how much they'd like that, but yeah.
Or the types of games where they use kitties for guns.
Yeah.
First floor north.
Alright, I have an assignment due in 1 hour and 40 minutes, and I haven't even started typing it up, so let's go.
I never replied to the RP thing we were doing. I got sidetracked.
Wait, no, that's not north.
Look. Kit, to Kit, we were playing once every few days, so it's fine. Well, not once every, that's an exaggeration. Maybe like a couple times a day.
Very easy. Zero, you've gone like way over time.
Yeah, I know, but I'm so close, I don't want to... I'm already so close to it.
That's fair.
You're making very good time through these temples, though. Truth be told.
What is going on?
And yeah, and and definitely for Roshan, I sort of vastly overestimated my ability to multitask during my everything I'm going to be doing. I've been doing these last couple weeks, but I'm just glad we're all trying to keep at it to some degree.
Oh, so fine.
You can go to bed if you need to.
I was just teasing anyways. I know you have your things you need to do.
Yeah, I just remember when it started, I thought, oh, I'm just going to be helping with things here or there. Mostly it's just going to need to be present. I'm going to be doing lots of multitasking, and I'm going to get lots of stuff done on the computer. And like, nope.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
That was a gigantic yawn. Good shooting, Tex.
Okay.
Well, now I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Oh no, it's contagious? First I use the bathroom, then Brave, then tomorrow all of Twitch.
everyone just has to use the bathroom simultaneously. Oh, wait a minute, no.
Truly a diabolical curse.
I just realized I needed to pull instead of push.
It's sort of like one of my favorite Far Side strips, where it's like can't remember the name exactly, but it's like so and so's school for gifted children, and the door says pull, and you see a kid at the front with his books under one arm pushing as hard as he can to open the door.
Yeah, I do remember them talking about, like, Ruker talking about Back to the Future, saying, like, and freaking Doc Brown was just basically going, like, well, don't worry about it, especially if the world is actually a simulation that's spread over a two-dimensional membrane. Just go with it.
Simulation theory has always been one of the most interesting things to me people have proposed over the years, because people talk about it as if it's like, oh yeah, we're going to have such incredible computational power that it's like inevitable, and I'm like, that is far from the only like complication that running such a simulation would entail. Processing power is not at all the entirety of the equation. It would actually be like writing something that sophisticated that would be consistent from like every person's perspective. Like the complexity of that is the part I have trouble believing.
Yeah.
Because there's the thing, like we have really powerful processors, right? You know, we've got ones that have like a bajillion cores, but a lot of programs still have trouble actually utilizing multi-cored architecture. Breaking down the tasks they're doing into, you know, threaded logic can be kind of tricky. And so you'd be talking about like the biggest MMO ever made, that would have to be
The one
that seamless.
yeah. The one thing that I think about is, does it actually change anything if it's a simulation?
I mean, not really. If like even if it was, if you're still in it, it's still your reality.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna piss on the earth. No.
Oh wait, was there a Skulltula back there?
I'm pissing on the moon.
I think there was a Skulltula back there, Zero.
Yeah, there was. I'm gonna get it later.
Oh,
okay, sorry.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? Pissing on the moon. What did the moon do to deserve being pissed?
It was funny.
I see.
It slighted Eggman in some way.
Being funny excuses all.
That's true.
I mean, as we all know.
You and Fingers certainly go with that rule.
I feel called out.
I super laser piss.
Why'd you call me out like this?
I just love that entire thing was ad-libbed.
Yeah.
That they just did that on the spot. Like,
Yeah.
some of my favorite, like, weird random rant stuff is just stuff that's spontaneous like that.
The boss key.
And then it all ends with him saying, him saying, "Take that, Obama, you fucking idiot!" I'm like,
Yes, call that Obama. Then dude, you were calling out Obama. What? I would never do such a thing. He's a very respectable man.
Very silly.
Your face is nice.
Oh, wow, thank you.
No, yours. You and your cat face.
Oh, that's uncalled for.
but
How dare
funny
you? How dare you insult my kitty first?
because funny because you insulted mine first.
Yeah,
Go.
but yeah, but
Yeah, you are blitzing this temple compared to my usual run times. I do not have a good relationship with this temple.
come on.
People
In fact,
have people
I
have a
think
good relationship with this temple.
okay, that's fair. It goes from irritable to apoplectic. That's fair. I'm pretty sure I learned new swear words because of this temple, but
Why is this not?
Time to head on up,
Oh,
head
I
on
hate
up.
latex.
But did you just say you hate latex?
Yes. Latex is a. I guess if you don't know what it is, it would be confusing. It's a program for writing down. Hate using it with every fiber of my. What are you complaining about? Oh, I guess.
oh, was it one of those things where we were entering math online?
Yeah.
Oh man, I did some really clunky ones when I was in college because it was when they were just starting to roll out Blackboard Canvas. And if you made like the most minor syntax error, you were just kind of screwed.
How
Damn.
it feels. But all of these little dollar signs. Basically, you have to program math in to write a program to generate the finished your finished work. And
Kit.
pain in the ass. Will you shut up now? Thank you. Not you. Not you guys. Like, the error message.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey Kit,
Yeah.
did you see the more photos I took of Macross DVD set?
Did, yeah. It's a chunky case. Or collection
Yeah.
rather.
I meant the pictures of the actual discs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big collection.
Yeah.
It's a lot of discs. Probably more discs than
Yeah.
they needed, I would think, but I don't know.
4 episodes on every disc.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yep. There's something I do need to check though.
No, that's actually very few episodes per disc for a DVD.
Well, yeah, because if they're 30 minutes, that's
Oh,
it can hold way more than that usually.
I
Yeah.
don't, man.
Oh, look! Here's a speedrun strat.
Oh, hey Bamboru, how you doing?
I'll have to remember to do that next time.
Oh, is that so you can zip up there more quickly?
I also want to mention that the video quality on set episodes is poor.
Yeah, you did mention that that the digital version you have is a lot thinner.
Yeah. Though the digital copy I have is ripped from the Japanese Blu-ray, so you know hers will look better.
Let me go. Fuck! Fuck!
Oh, I thought you made it.
It's just uh from what I have understand from research and stuff, apparently they just didn't get very good masters for this DVD. Which is
Let me go. Fuck!
whatever.
Fuck!
It's like the colors are all washed out and like
So I do think like preserving or um, re-resing classic media is probably one of the better use cases for AI that I think most people probably wouldn't agree with, even major
Yeah.
critics of AI.
Mm.
Because it's not really generative. You're using the information that's already there and extrapolating from it.
Also, for some reason, on this DVD, the first 2 episodes are just straight up missing some footage they're supposed to have.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because apparently the copies they got for the first 2 episodes were the 2 episodes apparently Harmony Gold used to pitch the show when they were starting the production on Robotech.
So yeah, those
So,
are...
but they cut the first 2 episodes down a little bit to make them, quicker for presentation.
Yeah,
And those were the only copies Harmony Gold had on hand of the first 2 episodes of Macross.
Yeah, you know how all the feelings about the ridiculous problems this temple has? It's all epitomized in this one slide.
Yeah. Last time I did this, I remember kind of like zigzagging and still getting aggravated.
There we go.
You made it, finally.
Yes, it is time for goo.
Ooh.
Zelda, look out! That's not normal water!
See, even Navi thinks that Princess Ruto should have told you about the goo. You don't just spring goo on a guy.
So it's like, this set is actually pretty good, aside from the first 2 episodes. The first 2 episodes, the copies of those episodes on this DVD set are terrible. Just absolutely horrendous. Like, the audio sounds good. It's like...
Giant aquatic amoeba. Morpha.
Though what's weird is that So the set comes with like a bunch of little sheets of paper, like a bunch of trivia about the show and shit. And the trivia for the first 2 episodes are written as if the episodes are actually complete on the discs. So, is it like, what did they originally plan for having these episodes be complete on there, or what? Or did they not know when they put the files on the disc?
It is possible there were errors made. I mean, there could be a variety of different errors made, really, with this sort of thing. When you're dealing with, like, one of the things I've found is when we've done software development, it is really easy to stage the wrong things for production if you're not careful. For example, like when you're doing like a lot of bigger websites, you'll have like a development server or a testing server and a production server. And I have accidentally a few times, more than I am certainly proud of, pushed something to the production server to immediately been like, oh shit, and then had to yank it back. And so if physical media is involved, there isn't exactly a easy way to go back.
And that's it for the water temple.
Oh boy, that was fast.
I'm trying not to see that how bad this made my last run look.
I mean, I wish this DVD set was better. I really do. Especially since, from what I have heard, because I have the Animega release from 2001. Then ADV Films released it again in 2006, and I've heard that release has problems too.
Yeah.
But the ADV Films release also goes for a lot more money than Animega does. So, you know. It's like the
Yeah.
Animego one goes for like 200. But guess how much the ADV film set goes for?
400?
500.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I found a
The
listing
naked
for
fish is
300
about-
earlier.
The naked fish is about to grant us her power.
I'm trying to remember. Did you voice Rudo Kit?
Don't think so. I think that was a combination of you and fingers, but I could be wrong.
You go ahead.
I can do it.
You go ahead.
I can do it.
Okay? Because this is the last
Yeah, all right.
time.
Silo, I would have expected no less from the man I chose to be my husband. Sora's domain and its people will eventually return to their original state. As a reward, I grant my eternal love to you. Well, that's awesome, but where's the cash? Well, that's what I want to say. I don't think I can offer that now. I have to guard the water temple as the Sage of Water. And you're searching for the Princess Zelda. You two-timer? Can't hide anything from me. Princess Zelda, she's alive. Sense it. So don't be discouraged. I can tell that nothing will stop you in your quest for justice and peace. You must take this medallion. Take it respectfully, the same way you're looking at me. Respectfully.
Yeah, totally looking at her respectfully right now
Yeah,
in this shot.
definitely, yes. Yes.
Yep, very respectful,
Definitely,
very respectful camera work.
yeah.
Very respectful camera work.
Extremely, yes.
You received the medallion of polyamory. Rudo awakens as a sage to add her power to yours.
Yeah, you're adding a lot of power to you to at that point.
If
If you see Sheik, oh sorry,
that's yours.
I thought that was her.
That's yours. That's yours.
Give him my thanks, okay?
Yeah.
Sort of like the whole other day the other day, I can't even remember, but it's like, oh yeah, this is my boyfriend, and this is my boyfriend's boyfriend. Like, huh? Like, oh yeah, that's that kind of. They have that kind of relationship.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think this. Yeah, this is Sheik talking.
As the water rises, the evil is vanishing from the lake. Silo, you did it.
Well, excuse me, Ruto.
Did Ruto want to thank me? See. To return peace to Hyrule for her sake too, don't we? Take that, Zilla. Together, you and Princess Ruto destroyed the evil monster. Once again, the lake is filled with pure water. All is as it was here. Not.
Batman.
Hmm.
Sheik just straight Batman.
Yep.
Yep.
Kersplooshed.
As I was gonna say, for the cutscene, I did find a listing for the ADV film set for 300, but it's very badly damaged and seems like it might be missing things. I'm not sure though. That there aren't enough pictures to tell for sure.
Well, 300 for that level of uncertainty, I certainly wouldn't.
Yeah, I have no plans to do so.
It seems like if you're going to crank up that much money for something, you don't want to have a lot of those unanswered questions or first have something damaged.
Yeah, it is. The actual box is badly damaged.
You got the fire arrow.
The fact that it goes for that much even damaged, that's bullshit.
And I think that's going to do it for this run of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm thinking I might split this in half for the YouTube release.
Yeah, maybe.
That seems like it's probably pretty beefy, huh?
Streaming for a while.
Yep.
You were streaming when I left. You were streaming an hour before I left for Orcarina, and then you were.
Yep. Streaming for I've been streaming for 3 hours and 45 minutes.
God damn.
Dang, that's impressive.
Yep. So, thank you all for joining us. We're going to go ahead and set up the raid for the Rue Crew. Is Rue Crew streaming right now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They're streaming Zelda as well, you know?
Oh, are they? Are they this one?
Zelda 2.
Oh, they're doing
yes.
that one?
The weird
Okay,
one.
interesting. They're doing the one that absolutely wrecks my shit.
Yeah,
Zelda
I
2,
tried
The
to do
Adventure of Link. That's amazing.
Seriously, that game is, oof. Yeah, that's a challenging game.
Who all wants to join in the raid?
I'm going to
I'm
bed.
in.
Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you all next time.
No.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sayonara.